Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rabakakodash. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay, I'm thy fellow labor Kanakala coming at you once again with the lesson, Lord's will through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai's lessons edifying and exhorting. Okay, and this will basically be news and prophecies, end time prophecies, headline news. Okay. And through the spirit, Elder Tahar mentioned this. So, I did a little research. All right. Did some digging on my own. All right. Basically, America is about to fall, man. Hard. It's on its way out of here. This is the end of an empire. Okay. So real quick, as Elder Tahar stated, let's get into this real fast. All right. OPEC oil price jump after surprise OPEC production cut. So real quick, let's just see what OPEC is. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries is a permanent intergovernmental organization created at the Baghdad Conference on September 10th through the 14th, 1960 by Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela. Okay, so let's go down. Who are the 13 countries in OPEC? Current OPEC members are Algeria, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, Republic of Congo, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Venezuela. Okay. And even though Russia isn't a part of this, Russia also basically cut its exports as well. Okay. So you see what OPEC is. It says Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. And why is this, important? Because Saudi Arabia, the number one exporter of oil, all right, in the world, not the largest reserves, but the number one exporter of oil in the world. Okay, that's what our dollar was backed by. All right, that's what our dollar is backed by. That's why it's called the petrodollar. Nixon removed the gold standard. So the only thing that was keeping our dollar afloat was the fact that when people purchased Saudi Arabian oil, they had to convert or purchase the oil in U.S. dollars. They had to convert their currency in U.S. dollars to purchase the oil. Okay, so which kept basically our dollar active, so to say. All right. So here it is. These countries are cutting oil production, exporting. Slovakia. So here's the news. Oil prices jump after surprise OPEC production cut. All right. OPEC fails to shock the 17 show oil price rerun. Well, OPEC surprise oil cut means for gas prices. So gas prices is going to go up, as we always go into simple supply and demand. All right. So they're cutting supply when there is a demand for it. Okay. So the prices are going to go up. So let's get this real fast. It's from Morning Markets, and it's just a quick snippet what this means, all right, for basically Americans, the economy of America.
Order technology easing off a little bit because people are trying to figure out, gosh, what does this higher oil price actually mean for the economic outlook? What do you think?
Well, there's no doubt that these higher prices will contribute to higher inflation from higher gasoline prices, higher jet fuel prices, and higher diesel prices, which are reflected in all the goods and services that are delivered to the consumer. So from that standpoint is bad news. And you combine that with higher interest rates that impact on the general business activity, one can see why this dampens the economic spirit and ultimately could negatively impact on oil demand.
Yeah.
All right. So as you see, this is bad for the economy. Okay, the prices of things are going to go up, and he hit the nail on the head when he said, basically the diesel and all the goods and everything that are delivered, okay, by those diesel trucks. So your prices, we're already in inflation. So your prices of everything just gonna keep climbing. All right, and you people already stretched. Okay, you're stretched already. You're done. Okay, you're already catching hell, trying to pay rent. Okay, trying to put food on the table. Esau's cutting the benefits out of Egypt. Okay, let's get this real fast. Second Esdras 16. All right, this is just the beginning. People already losing it because, you know, shit's already hard, man, out here already, just to make ends meet. Okay. Let's see where I wanted to get. I know it's in Second Esdras. It might be 39. Matter of fact, it's in Second Esdras 16, but to save some time, I don't want to make this video too long. Sorrows plural. All right, con. So let's get it real fast. Because these are, yeah. All right. Second Esdras 16 and 39. All right. I start at 35. It says, Second Esdras 16:35, it says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. And we understand the times that we're about to enter. All right. The time of Jacob's trouble. A time like no other. It says, behold, the word of the Lord receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. All right. Because a lot of these people are going to call on these false gods in these times to deliver them out of these troubles. Okay, but you got to call on the true and holy power, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, because he's the one bringing these plagues. All right, he's the one bringing the destruction. He's the one bringing Babylon down, man. A.K.A. America. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. And they nigh, man. They're here. Okay, it says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not at a moment. Okay? Excuse me. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So here it is. You're already in the midst of inflation. Then this OPEC thing, you know, these gas cuts, which is going to do nothing but hurt the economy even more. All right. And who's going to pay for it? As he stated, the consumers, which is you. All right. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And in those, it's like in those be even as pilgrims upon the earth. All right. It was another one I wanted to get. Probably in the same chapter. Let me get it real fast. But that's what this is. This is the beginning of sorrows, man. It's nothing but sorrows and miseries about to come to this place. This is the time where, man, I don't, you people just keep avoiding it. But it's coming. All right, the verses up top is talking about the missiles and nuclear destruction, but I'm gonna get right to the point. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Okay? So these evils are here. As he said, this means nothing good. All right? So let's go back to this information right here. We'll get this information, get some precepts, and we'll close out. All right. Saudi Arabia accepts other currencies. Saudi Arabia's finance minister, Mohammed, I believe that's Al-Jadaan, stunned reporters in Davos in January when he expressed that the oil-rich nation was open to trading in currencies besides the U.S. dollar for the first time in 48 years since the 70s, man. Okay? For the first time in 48 years. What does this mean for the U.S. dollar? All right? This place is finished. It says, is Saudi Arabia accepting yuan for oil? Over the last 2 weeks, Saudi Arabia considers accepting Chinese yuan for oil sales. Because, that's what kept America afloat, what kept its dominance, man. The number one exporter of oil had to, basically, you had to buy their oil with the U.S. dollar. So here it is now, your ally, your buddy, America is no longer, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on, I got it in my notes. We're no longer that exclusive, basically, purchaser no more. We're not the favorite. How stores they have, you see these rappers, they come to these jewelry stores, and basically they lock the store down, and because they know this dude finna spend a lot of money. That's their exclusive customer right there. Well, China is now Saudi Arabia's exclusive customer, because basically that's where the economic power is leading to. China to surpass America economically. Okay, and think about this, right? If China doing it, China is going to be the according to this world. All right, we know according to prophecy, it's not going to happen. So I'm gonna get that precept. But according to this world, China become the next economic powerhouse, so to say. So what if China's buying in yuan? China is allies. What do you think the rest of its allies gonna do? Everybody that's on a banner of China, they gonna buy Saudi Arabia's oil in yuans. Okay, those smaller nations, possibly Russia. Okay. So basically they say little leaven left the whole lump. You let one in, then it's gonna spread. Okay. The point is to keep it out ultimately. But hey, look, the breach has been broken, man. It says, what does Saudi Arabia consider accepting yuan instead of dollars? Saudi Arabia reportedly considers accepting yuan instead of the dollar for Chinese oil sales. So, which goes to show you the relationship, all right, with America and the Saudis. China buys more than a quarter of Saudi Arabia's oil exports. If Saudi Arabia exports oil in Chinese currency, the yuan dominance will grow, which will have a negative impact on the dollar. All right. De-dollarization. All right. Russia and China has been talking about this for years, man. Okay. And they said it's a shift that's about to take place. So real quick, we're going to get this in Psalms chapter 2, because this is what they're doing. Okay, but China's not going to be the next one to rule. All these companies, it's like all these countries, you can call them companies, but all these countries have got together and basically trying to dethrone America, definitely China, and to be the next rulers. Okay, this is really what was taking place. But the Lord is, this is chess, man. The Lord is using China, Russia, and all these other countries to come up and basically just dethrone Babylon the Great. It's a chess game. It says, why do the heathen rage? So why did the heathen rage? China, Russia, all right? But they say China's supposed to be the next runner-up. So why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. So, the Lord's laughing at you, because here it is, you doing the Lord's handiwork. The scripture say Moab is my washpot. So the Lord is using you to basically decapitate America financially. All you nations coming against her, because that's what this is a financial war. And basically America, Babylon the Great, is receiving everything that is done to these other nations because it used the dollar as a weapon for so long. So here it is now. What they're doing is like your best weapon. They're taking it from you, your dollar. Then only thing you have left now is your actual weapons, your artillery, your missiles. That's all you have left. So the only thing left next is war. Okay. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Lord's willingness is edifying. Till next time, giving all praises Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shalom.